My play is take all of our short-term business debts right now and moving them in-house. It was crazy. Instead of like a lot of these things, some terms are not as great. But because I did one similar to Robin as well, some of those terms are not as great. But when looking at this stuff, it's not gonna take me 33 months to like hopefully stay on track and not have another pandemic, slow us down. But instead of being 33 months, we can have this stuff realistically done within the next 12 months, which just like blew my mind. It's so crazy. And I started with like only $2,000. And I was like, are you serious? I can get this wiped out that fast? Anyway.
Now you understand why I was frustrated with you with the deal structures you guys were doing.
Who are you talking about, Jay?
Yeah, exactly. I know you want to forget. That's why I was frustrated. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. Don't do what I did, everyone. I'm not even going to tell you what I did, so you can't do it. But my mom is like a Primerica person, right? So she's on term. So after like 3 months of sitting down with her with this, I gave her my policy 2 days ago. I was like, just read through it, and her mind's blown. And she's like, I need to set up a call with Mark right now so we can do this. I'm like, well, it's 6:00, so we'll try again tomorrow. So it's so crazy. Now she's on this path, and it's just awesome. So thank you for that. Thank you.
Yes, I know. We talk about it. It's the catchphrase. I want to build the wealth, but okay, great. What are the tools I need? How do I do it? And that's my life. It's like, okay, cool. Now let me share it with all y'all, and now go do it. And that's why I like short-term rentals, because it gives you enough income to actually do these things. Next.
Mr. Word.
Well, I'm still in that process of that conversation with that couple in Texas.
What happened with the last conversation, or what's your question?
They seem kind of like it's a variable on if they want to have the income be, in 10 years and just built up in an account, or if, they want to start seeing income sooner. Okay.
And did you ask them if they did want to start seeing income sooner, how much would you like that to be? What did they say? Did you ask that?
No, I didn't. Damn. All right.
That's the question, because you're saying you don't know what to do. That's true. You don't know what to do. They have to tell you. And because now that's an unknown, you have to ask them, hey, so does that mean you want $1,000 now and most of it later? What give me a number. They have to give you a number, and that's what you don't know. But once you know that, then you can design a plan to give it to them as they need it. Yeah, that's 100% right.
Okay.
You're close, man. I love it.
Yeah, well, we have weekly calls scheduled.
Good.
So I can keep practicing every week.
That's exactly what you need to do. This is how it's done, bro. I can't tell you how many appointments I crashed before I got there.
Yeah.
But good job. Cool. John, next.
Sumbo and then David.
Sumbo.
Hi, I have good news. So I was supposed to meet with John today, but I missed that. Sorry, John. I went out and I spoke to the rental company out here, an apartment complex in Boca. And it's somebody that I know. So I reached out and, followed the script and told her I was up to, I wanted to talk to her on phone, but I got her assistant who told me, well, you have to make an appointment. So I decided to drive up there. And when I got there, I saw her. So I did the bond and rapport, let her, tell her, you look good. Everything's, how's everything going? So then she said she has a new team. So I said, well, I'm here for a different reason. My company's looking to lease in some of your unit for corporate rental. And she said, oh, really? She was so excited. She said, oh yeah, we have, she said, what am I interested in? I said, one bedroom. She said, oh, would you be interested in 2? We have about 7. And I was like, oh my God, at first I didn't want to get up. I was like, let me rest before the meeting. And I was like, let me just go.
Yes, right now. Yes.
And she said, oh, I had everything together for you. She is like ready to jump on it. Her, the regional manager was in the office. She said, let me introduce you to her. And she's like, oh, she's going to get the contracts together. She said, how soon am I looking? I said, as soon as possible. She said, April. And she's like, what about the 2-bedroom? And then she said that they also have other people who are doing the same thing. And she was telling me, well, they have their own cleaning crew. I'm just going to put all the contracts together. She's ready to jump on it. And I'm like, oh my God, let me just go back to the meeting and let me tell you, because I won't know what the next thing to do right now. So I'm waiting for her to send me the contract, and then I'll forward it to maybe John to look over it.
Yeah, absolutely. Your next thing to do is to reschedule that appointment with John so we can keep this on track and moving forward. This is why I love this business, because the time that it takes from zero to start, it's just not that long. It's short. It's one conversation away. One. That is why the results happen, quote unquote, quickly. Because it's one conversation.
First one to talk to.
Yeah, well, that's rare, but good job.
I was like, oh, maybe she's gonna, like you said, there's always something in a contract. I'm like, let me not put the negative.
That's fine. But that's why John knows what to look for. Don't worry, we got you. But I'm excited that you're doing the action. Keep doing it. This is what I've talked about. That's why when people say, well, are you sure? We're talking by the end of the year. I'm like, yeah, by the end of the year. It's just different. It's not the same. You have the capacity with this business model to put yourself in a completely different tax bracket, stratosphere, everything in a shorter period of time than you think. I just need you to keep believing, keep doing the work. We're here to support you for that very reason.